What's going on, guys? So trading technology has been my main focus in crypto for a few years now, and I think the reason it's stuck for me is because it's just fundamentally different from everything else in this space. It's not about predictions, it's not about timing the market, it's just about finding inefficiencies and acting on them faster than anyone else. And the AI side of that has been developing in a way that I find genuinely hard to look away from lately. So I figured, let me just pull up, I've been testing in the background, walk through it on screen, and show you exactly how it actually works in practice. Okay, so platform's up on my screen. First, I'm hitting launch right now. All right, so I need to configure is the trading pair first. And just so you have the full picture, this platform is working across 15 plus exchanges simultaneously, which means the range of coins I can actually choose here is pretty substantial. Okay, here I'm toggling to live mode, and now it needs my crypto address. So I'm gonna flip over to my wallet. Okay, pulling up the address, copying it, switching back over here to the platform, and just dropping it right here. Okay, that's sorted. Now, capital allocation, I'm setting mine to, yeah, right around there. That's the figure I wanna work with today. Then we've set risk level, and the way I'd put this is, it's basically just a volume knob for how bold the bot is willing to get. Like, I'm setting the upper boundary on how far it'll push when it spots something risky. Okay, then arbitrage strategy. This is just, I'm telling the AI bot which specific game plan to follow, like which method it's going to apply when it's scanning for price discrepancies across all those exchanges. Okay, I'm looking at the whole setup here and everything feels right.
So the deposit screen is up now, and something genuinely useful to know here, I'm not locked into depositing in BNB. I can just send in whatever coin I've got available right now, and they'll take care of converting it on their end before anything actually kicks off. So I'm just going with what's convenient for me right now. Okay, that's through. Tapping I have sent, and there it is. The session is live. Okay, so here's the dashboard. Trades are ticking up, win rates tracking, average spread is right there, charts running in real time. So now I'm gonna let it work for a few minutes, and then we'll get into the withdrawal part. Okay, so time has passed. I'm going in and pressing stop and withdraw right now. Okay, session is stopped. So here's the full summary screen, how long it was active, total trades that executed, which strategy it was running on, the win rate, and the net profit after the platform has already deducted its fee. That last number is the one I came here to see.
All right, hitting withdraw now, and now it's just sitting and processing. Should clear out pretty quick. Okay, so while that's moving in the background, let me get to the part I've been meaning to get to. So here's the thing. I've been actively testing crypto platforms for a few years now. And I mean actually testing them, not just dabbling. Like at any given point, I've usually got multiple things running simultaneously just to compare how they behave over time. And in that process, I've stumbled into more scam projects than I'm comfortable admitting. And what always gets me is that I don't find these things in weird, obscure places. I find them on YouTube, Google, Reddit, on crypto forums, like they're just baked into the normal information landscape of this space, right next to the real stuff. And that's genuinely what makes it so hard. It's not that scams are hidden, it's that they're embedded.
So a couple of actual practical things I've picked up from getting burned. First thing, and this one sounds almost too simple, is the website design. Scam projects almost always have something slightly off about it. Like it'll pass a quick glance, but if you actually look at it, the fonts are slightly inconsistent, certain sections feel templated, the imagery is just a bit too stock photo. It's the kind of thing you can't always articulate, but you start to feel it after you've seen enough of them. And look, I want to be specific about where I'm actually at with this platform, not just vague. I've been running it for a few weeks now, and I've done over 20 sessions across pretty much the full range of tokens the bot supports. Different settings, different allocation sizes, different strategies. I've been deliberately methodical about it, and every single session has behaved the way it's supposed to. Withdrawals process, the numbers track, nothing has ever surfaced that gave me a reason to pause. So if you want to go see for yourself, the link is sitting in the description, and I've got it pinned in the comments as well. And genuinely, thanks for watching.